And started. Okay.
All right. Okay,
Yep.
so we're entering the Woodland Apartments.
This is,
Even saying it sounds wrong.
yeah, this is where we live, and this is where our apartment, and this is where our office is.
Oh, so this is where he lives.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say. Sorry. X.
Oh, I hit. God dang it! I hit X.
You're still standing there.
According to the game, you did not.
It lies.
Hello.
That's Beauty from Beauty and the Beast.
Nice.
I wasn't
I
expecting
don't know why.
anyone. I know this is
Um,
a little odd. but
let's go with
there's an
B.
Explanation.
Why'd you hide when I walked up?
Well, I didn't know who it was. You can't be too careful these days.
God, what does a beast look like in this world?
Can't.
Well, remember, he's still a prince.
I'm late.
But if
That
you mean,
raises more questions.
if you mean, what do his monster form look like?
Please, Big
You'll
Look-
see that too.
Yeah, he looked closer to the origin story of what the beast looked like.
He worries
Which
too much
one? The
as it
word?
is. It would just
The
make
tri-
life a lot easier.
Look.
The
It
Grims.
is, it's between you and Beast. I'm staying out of it.
Again, the warthog one, the cat one.
I don't have time to go into it right
There's
now.
been like 3 different variations of it.
I'll
But
explain
it is-
all to you later.
A hybrid of all of them, kind of.
Okay. Ah, it's fine. No, I mostly meant his prince. What does that like translate to the real world? Is he like a business owner, or is he just a prince out of his kingdom?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. Basically, when they came to Fabletown from the homeland, to escape the invaders, they essentially traded most of their wealth and their royalties, and got a pardon for any crime that they did. So that's why Big B can, be around, is because he's been pardoned of all his crimes.
Ah,
So they're not really rich right now. They use most of their money to
Survive.
live here, essentially.
I guess that works.
Yeah, I don't think if you could see his name.
Hey,
Grimple.
you wink?
I'm trying to.
Grimble.
Oh,
Probably
Grimple.
for the best.
A troll.
all right. Makes sense.
Flycatcher needs to dust this.
Although a troll is a guardian, that's an interesting choice.
Yep. Flycatcher is the frog prince. I don't think he shows up in this game, but he'll get mentioned a lot.
Huh.
Been a while since I got any mail.
All right. I mean, all in all, his story is—he's a well-known story, but the story is kind of boring. Basically, just kissing the princess.
He's very interesting in the comic book.
Really?
Yes. He become
the
a
only-
main character.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how.
I saw F Catcher on that list, so I guess we're going up to our apartment, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You'll like who our roommate is.
Is it one of the 3 little pigs?
Wow, that took nothing. That's the
It's-
beast.
Bigby, hey,
Oh,
wait up. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty?
B.
So, have you?
Nope. Haven't seen her.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you. Damn it.
Why is this?
Something's going on.
Why is she hiding from the beast, or is that part of the story?
That's part of the story,
You'll,
but
you'll find out.
I will say this. Remember what broke the spell in the original story?
Yeah.
It didn't completely break it.
Oh. Ew. So it's kind of like Once Upon a Time's Beauty and the Beast, huh?
What? How did theirs go?
Well, Rumpelstiltskin's the Beast, so that would take way too long to explain.
In theirs, essentially, if he doesn't stay in true love, he turns back into the beast.
Ah, that makes sense.
So if they ever have a fight, he turns into the beast.
Yeah, that's a difficult relationship right
that's
there.
that's actually one of the opening scenes in the comic book. Is they're getting help with Snow White for like counseling, and he's half beast at the time.
How the bloody hell is Snow White qualified to give marriage counsel?
Snow White is the assistant mayor at this time.
That only raises more questions.
No, wait, I'm sorry. She's the assistant director of city affairs right now. She became the assistant mayor after these events.
That doesn't make anything better. I still have questions.
Oh, and she got like some of the strangest, because if you recall all of her stories, there's the 7 dwarves. She actually have another story with her sister that I actually looked up.
Why do I even own this? Should've-
She has a part 2 of her story?
Oh, have you never heard of Snow White and Rose Red?
No, I have heard of that. I just thought that was a children. Wait, that's a story? I thought that was some funny children's rhyme.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's also a story. Snow White and her sister Rose Red was playing out in the woods with a bear, when they met a bear who could talk. They played with the bear, and the bear warned them never to go near, I think, a dwarf. They one day met the dwarf, and he was very rude and tried to attack them. They went to get the bear to help them. The bear chased away the dwarf, and they found out that the bear was a prince and that he had a brother. And they basically get married and lived happily ever after.
That's not as much fun.
It's not that fun, but I had to look that story up because I did not legit think it was an actual story.
Huh. I've honestly not heard of that one.
And I'll commit you called it.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's the Brick Pig, because if it's the original fairy tales,
Nope.
we ate the other two.
No. Remember, just because they died in their story doesn't mean they didn't maybe come back to life.
Oh, so this is probably the Straw Pig, though? Because I
This is
imagine
a straw pig.
he's the only one stupid enough to live with the bloody wolf.
And he's the one who's actually stupid enough and arrogant enough to come up to the big bad wolf and say, "You blew over my first house. Let me crash at your place."
Oh, so he's not even paying rent.
No,
Get up.
Jeez.
he's not even supposed to be here right now.
Well, I mean, he's a fairy tale creature, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Hey,
okay.
Big B. I'm in your chair, huh?
B.
I've only got the one. So yeah.
What kills me is he bacons around this guy.
Well, have you seen pigs? They'll eat bacon too.
Yeah, but he's small enough to talk back to you when you eat bacon.
No, I get the joke. So he's clearly not doing the glam form, so he really should be in the farm.
He should be in the farm. This is a running gag in the comic book. He will sneak off from the farm and crash at Big B's house.
Makes sense.
Because he guilt tripped Big B into letting him stay at his place.
We'll be even on that house you owe me.
Oh,
See?
wow, there you go.
Yeah.
This has got
Wait, why? He's the big bad wolf. Why the hell does he care that he blew down his house?
Sunshine pitch they sell you on is bullshit.
Oh, is that a factor, by the way? Does he have, like, super lungs?
Okay?
Yes.
Don't
No, he got
say
super
you
senses.
Big B. You don't know what it's like,
X.
okay? You haven't been there.
The reason he smoked
It's a little dramatic.
is because he can smell everything. And
That for me.
he smokes so he doesn't have to smell how bad
The house
people
didn't blow itself
stink.
down, Big B.
Ah,
That's
maybe
all
I
I'm
should
saying.
try that.
Do with that what you will. Now, I'm not
Don't.
saying it's reason enough for me to
I'm
have
not.
definitely been offered
So,
a drink.
God,
but,
I mean, come on. You two have
it
seen
would've
me
helped
around
ease some
baby
of the
smoke.
pain
You remember
once
that?
caused
Yeah.
me, yes.
Yes.
It also would
No,
have
but
shown everyone
yeah,
how
that
different you
the
are.
only reason he smoked,
B.
the only reason he smoked is because the tobacco block out the smell of all of New York.
Nice.
Because he can smell everything.
Take it all back. This is why everyone...
He's like you, Alchemist, but even worse.
Jeez, poor guy. B.
It is better to be feared than loved. You know who said that?
Yeah, some sad asshole.
I am satisfied with my choice just for that line.
But, no. Hate's the wrong word. They fear you more
than anything. You ate a lot of people back in your day.
I thought we were all supposed to have a fresh start here. I can't change the past.
Well, you can't change people's memories either. Look, I'm not saying it's fair, but it's real. People are scared.
I thought that was why he's the
I
sheriff.
mean,
Yeah, Snow White made him the sheriff because they needed someone who everybody would fear
Yeah, so
to keep in line.
and it can't be news to him.
right?
No, it's not
You're
news.
Going around punching Mondays.
X.
I was doing my job, believe it or not.
He's
Your job is to be.
he's been doing this since the 1700s.
Sometimes
Damn.
I take 'em
Like
far.
Fairy Town has been around since the founding of New York. It was like a little pilgrim town.
Again, damn.
You think my
So,
job is
yeah,
easy?
no, Bigby's been at
Keeping
this
a
for
bunch
a
of babes
long
from
time.
Killing each other. How do you think this all works?
I don't know. How?
By being big and being bad.
By being big and being bad. Don't say that shit in front of people. It's embarrassing.
I'm kind of liking this guy. I can see
No,
what
he
they-
he's the best character.
Attitude that gets you in trouble. I'm sure you were shitty to everyone you came across tonight.
Not everyone.
Name one.
B.
Beauty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I kept her from making a bad situation worse.
Right. Yeah. That's real nice of you.
Yeah, it was nice of us. Kind of out of character,
Life is
actually,
easy
now that I think about it.
for us, Bigby. And we live a long fucking time.
Really? I remember your story. You
I
did
know
not
you
live a
like this
long
crazy
time.
wolf thing you got going for yourself. But I've seen the way you look at
In
Snow.
fact, he's proof
You're
of
not
that.
fooling me.
Will you shut up?
I think in
Well,
this
maybe
version
if my
version
throat
of the
wasn't so
story,
parched, I wouldn't
they
have
all
to
ran
keep
into the
talking.
Brick Pig's house,
Wait, that
and when the
was-
Brick
That's
Pig
the
house got
great
blown
place.
down, they got away.
Colin, enough already.
So this is a version with a lot of cussing, yet they decided
Not
to
a
keep
second
the
story
Goody Two Shoes
window.
titty version.
I want to get
Well,
a few
otherwise
seconds
the
of
3 little
shot.
pigs will all be dead.
But you said they'd come back to life anyway.
Give you this.
Yeah, I think that's actually
Yeah,
how
you
they
know,
survived.
Probably.
Was they actually did die?
B.
Oh, took too long.
Nice.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out. Well, they did what I wanted it to do anyway.
You're fucking with me. Hilarious.
No, I think the 3 little pigs. What happened was they got eaten, they got shitted out, and then they came back to life.
Well, wait a minute. Just thought of something. If he's the big, only stuff that hurt him in his original fable can hurt him, other than his fable being forgotten, right?
Yes, and
So if he's
Silver.
so if he's the big bad wolf from both stories, then technically couldn't a big boiling pot of stew hurt him?
It'll hurt him, but it won't kill him.
But that's how he died in the 3 Little Pigs. He went down the chimney and the 3rd pig ate him. Oh wait, this is the kind version, so maybe not. Maybe he just ran away.
No, I think it's possibly that's how they scared him away, maybe. So
I don't know. The original fairy tales were darker.
and that's
so-
Snow White.
Snow?
Yeah, I can believe that.
I actually don't know, Archimage. That's a good question. They never went into detail about
Snow.
What?
how some of the stories ended.
Sorry, What is it?
Why?
She's our boss
Slow down.
No. Keep up.
and a main character of the comic book.
Hi.
Nice.
Hello. Good morning. Or evening.
Yeah.
That Jiminy Cricket?
Surprisingly enough, we don't know.
These walls
But we never
are
find out?
thin.
We were supposed to.
We need
Did I screw that up?
No. You actually This goes toward. I'll explain that one at the very ending.
Okay.
Like when we finish the whole thing. That's when I'll explain that one.
Gotcha.
Because someone had to
I
tell
do
me.
like
this.
that she has snowflakes on her inner shirt lapel.
Oh
It's a
yes. Yeah. No, I like that. That's a good.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's as bad as you think it is.
Is he eaten by a troll? Or oh my god, is it in this world?
Technically, yes.
Funny enough, when Stephen King was first writing it was actually supposed to be a troll. Oh shit. So it was really pointless giving her that line.
Yeah, now you see why I was
That-
kind of
that
pissed
is
off.
She's not a Mundy, right?
But I'm guessing Mondays are like
Monday are
mundane,
normal
I
people.
knew everyone in Fabletown.
X.
She looks familiar.
A working girl?
A working girl. I'm a working.
Oh, I bet you are.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Snow White before she becomes cynical. She's super cynical in the comic book.
No, you don't think he?
Wow,
This- I
I
forget-
What?
I've been reading the comic book so much, I forget that in this one she's she's still innocent.
X.
It took me a second to realize what I was even looking at.
So, who found her?
I did. She was just like this. I didn't touch her. I grabbed Grimble's jacket to cover her with. Then, I came to get you right away.
No one else was with you?
So it was left
No.
on our stairs. That's
Big
interesting.
P, did one of us do this?
There hasn't been a murder in Fabletown.
Okay, Alchemist, put on your solving hat.
No reason we shouldn't start a panic before we know what's going on.
You got one suspect technically.
I'll have a look around. We don't have much time before people will be coming through here.
Interesting. What's in her mouth?
You know, I'll grab that.
Out
Oh,
of curiosity, real quick.
Forgive me. The other way to kill a Fable is to cut the head off. That's the easiest way to make sure they never come back.
Oh,
So it's Highlander rules.
gotcha.
Magic or weapon from their own story
A ribbon.
or
There's
cutting the head off.
some kind of symbol here.
I don't recognize it.
Well, okay, I can't see this. There's a fleur de lis of. Okay, really?
No, hang on. I can actually pull that up. I think via. Hang on. I think I can pull that up.
While you're in this, real quick, is this like the Sherlock Holmes games where we just solve it and we never know if we're right or not? Or
Oh no, we'll know who's right.
Oh no, you'll know you're right.
Yeah, no, you'll know very soon. You'll get gratification.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Because the Sherlock Holmes games, we're always kind of questioning whether or not we were right.
Is this it? No, this is from the future. Okay, no, they don't have it in here just yet. So Okay.
I recognize the symbols. There's a crescent moon with a fleur de lis and something on the side. But now that I'm realizing it, my knowledge of symbols in the real world might not help in this Fable fantasy.
God, what did this to her?
What could
That's
do
a-
something
that-
like that?
Either something very sharp.
All right, there's a lot of stories where,
attached to it.
for all we know, it could be the
She
Headless
was placed here
Horseman.
with some care.
What do you mean?
You can see that someone didn't just toss her here. She was deliberately placed for us to find.
I agree with that.
Monster would
he's
do
definitely good at his job.
I can see that.
Considering he's the big bad wolf, he's actually a very good detective.
But the heightened senses help.
And he's actually never been on that many cases. This is one of the few cases he's ever
Sorry.
been on.
This is just so.
Well, I guess, I mean, from what you're telling me, he's like a two-story wolf. Who the hell wants to mess with him as sheriff?
What do you want to
It's
do?
more of he's like a regular cop. And you got plenty of time on this one.
X, I want to investigate
We
more.
still have some time.
I mean, that's the whole point we're here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good idea.
No, like he opened up the comic book by saying he can tell all the stories that he ever been on, all the exciting cases he's ever been on one hand. He can count it on one hand.
That's impressive.
So like most of the time people it's a quiet town.
Drops of blood.
He's like the sheriff from he's the donut loaf from Sonic the
Or
Hedgehog
maybe
That can turn into a wolf.
that can eat a whole city block.
I'm sorry, I still like the Donut Lord better.
no signs that it's been
I'm sorry, but he's so much fun.
Oh, and wait till you see his Huff and Puff.
Oh, I'm so gonna love seeing that.
Oh, you're gonna love it. That made the game for me.
Actually, what this reminded me of, I told you guys I found that old show called Fairy Tale Theater.
More blood.
Yeah.
They had a Three Little Pigs one. Do you know who played the Big Bad Wolf?
The trail I found earlier.
I think you told us, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yes, you told us.
Sharp enough.
I know, but just still picture how ridiculous that is. Like, actually, Zed, do me a favor. Pull up on your internet search Jeff Goldblum, Big Bad Wolf, just to see what he looks like, so you get an idea of why I'm chuckling so much at it.
Right. Sure, I'm about
Okay,
to
so
laugh.
we saw I was paying attention. We saw blood on top of the fence post, right?
No, we saw blood on top of the fence post. It was still wet.
What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Better to be thorough.
Sure, just
Are we trying to fill up Snow White? Because I'm
We don't
completely
have much
fine with
time.
that.
Actually, Snow White become the love interest of Bigby in the comic
we
book.
should
He's
Ow.
always had a crush on her.
before
So,
anyone shows up.
Definitely fine
We'll
with it.
find
Okay.
out more
Yeah.
from
What happened to
Prince's
her prince?
office.
He.
She'll be in the books.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun. I'm gonna enjoy
You have
telling you
any
that
idea
story.
What's going on?
I found the pictures.
Why-
B.
You found the B. You found the
This is a
pictures.
message.
Oh God!
A message?
What is this?
No, I get complaints
What am
about
I
this all the
staring
time.
at? What have you made me do?
Just what about this makes you think that?
Why?
The woodsman threatened to kill her with me in the room. Maybe he wants me to know that he did it.
I suppose
There are
it's
no
possible.
words. There.
I'm gonna
For
have
like
to
the one
find
person who
this.
may watch this, he's looking up
As long
Jeff
as Goldblum
Goldblum
is
as the
gone,
Big
he's
Bad
acting
Wolf,
mayor.
and it's hilarious in every way.
And he's going to find out anyway, so we may as well get out.
Oh yeah,
I want to know
Isabel.
who convinced him to wear that costume.
Me.
Isabel Crane is the mayor.
Drag it out.
That's how I feel too.
The
Wait,
um.
Bob Crane is the mayor?
Yeah, if I recall, isn't Crane the guy from the Headless
I thought
Horseman?
he was the director.
Hold my breath.
I'm not.
I thought he was just the
Just don't
director.
want him
Who, Crane?
Yeah.
No, he's the mayor, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. I knew he was either the director or just
Crane's
someone
not
else
what's
important.
important,
so.
No, he's the mayor
We need to
because he.
figure out who this girl was so we
That's
can
how
find
I
her.
know how old the story is because he was the mayor up
He can take a look at it.
in the comic
Meet you
book.
at the business
King Cole is the mayor, and he won via election.
Nice.
No, he won via popular vote and because of what happened in this game.
All right, so we know how it came. We know how whoever did it came around, placed the head on. It was
What are you,
obviously to
blind?
send a message.
What, you don't see there's a line? I've been standing here a half hour already. You get to just walk in? Must be nice being the sheriff. Do whatever the fuck you like.
X.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, you and all the rest of them in there. Fucker.
Okay, Ichabod Crane. Nice.
Yeah, that's the mayor.
You know what? I remember his original story. He'd be enough of an asshole to try to become
Oh,
mayor.
he's a complete asshole.
Yeah, did you even see the Disney version of Ichabod Crane?
No, I read the comic book version and he's an asshole.
Yes, of course I did.
Watch the 30-minute Disney
You
version.
asked me
He is
a
an
question.
ass, and that's about what he looks like.
You are to blame for this unpleasantness, Miss Snow.
I brought you this news as soon as I could.
You are trusted to keep things running smoothly
Why?
around here. This is a disaster.
It isn't anyone's fault. Instead of trying to assign blame, maybe we should figure out how to catch the fucker who did this.
Oh, is that how you see things, Sheriff?
Oh,
You are the one charged.
deputy
He's the
mayor.
deputy mayor. Okay.
But that's technically the mayor. So, because there's no one over him at this point. Yeah, you're right, Zed. He was director of
Suspects?
operations.
Okay, because I remember I saw that flag and I'm like, where
You know
the
what?
director was on it, not mayor.
You know what, Zed? Sorry, you're right. He's director of operations of affairs because Cole is still mayor at this point, but we never see him because he's, I think, somewhere else during this time.
Yeah.
You two need to get a handle on this situation quickly and quietly. The last thing we need is all of Fabletown knowing there's a killer amongst us. Snow,
Yes? Sir?
call Vivian right this minute and let her know I'm coming in early for my massage.
I will.
Vivian?
Yeah, I don't remember
Where
who
is the
that
bottle
is.
of wine you were
Well, there's a
talking about?
couple. Vivian was from King Arthur. one story.
It could possibly be her too.
I don't know if we meet her ever.
No, I don't
Find
think we
out.
do, but
Do your job,
I mean,
I don't
it,
think
it
so.
legit can
We'll
be
find
her
someone who
argument.
can.
B.
Oh,
Yeah,
it wouldn't let me.
sorry.
It wouldn't let me. I tried
You
to.
would have just pissed him off more.
All right.
Well, that could have gone better. Well, maybe we should have dragged it out.
For what it's worth, I still think it was better to tell him.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Crane doesn't like people smoking and... Never mind. Smoking...
Yeah. B.
Who gets a massage this early?
Crane. It doesn't really matter the time of day. The mere scent of stress and he's out the door.
That sounds like a kebab crane, actually.
And
Is he gone?
Oh my god, is that a flying monkey? from
yes,
the
it
Wizard
is.
of Oz?
Yeah, and he's an alcoholic.
And he's green. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Hello, Miss Snow.
Drinking? This early? Where did you get that?
It was by Mr. Ichabod's desk.
Then don't you think it probably belongs to him?
Maybe.
Okay, you know, I was gonna say his design's actually pretty good, but the black soulless eyes are kind of bumming me
How
out.
are you today, Mr. Bigby?
It's like Coraline. Why? Not even a question. Why?
Off, Buffkin.
Buffkin, get the ones. The ones with all...
I'm sorry, because it creeps.
Not sure that was any more specific.
Bring the first 3.
Be back in a few minutes.
I feel like that's gonna hurt me sometime down the road, but I don't
Bound
care.
to
He
be
creeps me
information
out.
on her here. Somewhere. We'll at least be able to get her real name from the books whenever Buffkin finds them. In the meantime, poke around. Maybe the mirror can help.
Oh yeah, the magic mirror.
I really have to get this appointment squared away, but let me know if you need anything.
Hey, does that mean that her stepmother went out the way she did? Is that Aladdin's lamp?
Yes.
Magic lamps are pretty much just lamps. After the genie's been freed.
See.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, the genie is
Uh,
pretty much gone.
Did her evil stepmother go out the way she did in the original Snow White fairy tale?
Argument actually, I cannot remember because that was one of the chapters I skimmed over. Because it really got convoluted when it went into detail about Snow White and Rose's red mother. Because remember, they're going off a 2 story. The one where she's the only child and the one where she have a sister.
Gotcha. Just saying, the original story, the prince tricked the evil queen to wearing red hot slippers and forced her to dance to death.
Possibly.
Hey, magic mirror.
Oh, and by the way, Zed, as funny as that image of Jeff Goldblum as the wolf is, his actual performance is 10 times funnier.
I can
Oh.
imagine.
Believe that.
I forgot you got rhyme for the magic mirror to work if I recall correctly.
Oh, screw you.
Mirror. If you're able, tell me all about this.
Saying screw you in the mirror, obviously.
Was that so hard?
See?
Yeah, I'm about 2 seconds away from kicking a hole in you.
There's no need for that. Fine. Of which fable do you wish to know?
So you... Ah, crap, I was trying to figure out the rhyme.
So which
but-
fable?
Shit. Go with Woodsman, I guess, because I'm guessing I don't know her name's not going to help, right?
Yeah, well, we can find out.
Where is he?
Oh, we can do it multiple
What you
times?
see is
Yeah.
complete.
For this one, we can.
Stumbles down a street.
No shit.
If it's time, we really can't do it. But if it's not time, most of the time we can do multiple times.
Okay, then, go with I don't know her name. I want to see what
I don't know her
happens with
name.
this.
Not yet, anyway.
Well, until you do.
Okay, that's about what I figured. So, I guess go with Buffkin.
Show me Buffkin.
Which one's Buffkin?
He's the green
The
monkey,
flying monkey.
and he's getting drunk
Put
again.
down the bottle and
Oh,
He's not even looking for.
I'm sorry, I had the wrong one. Okay, well, I guess Snow then.
show me
since-
Snow
I mean, we might as well, right? Oh, wait, is he just doing this to be pervy?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
in this
okay.
very
See.
Yeah, that's I'm like, I half wanted the mirror to just say, "Look to your right."
Yeah, no, I was looking for him to say that.
Or someone new.
Okay, so by picking the woods person, I literally did the only thing useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, look, there are the books. Now watch him drop, and they all fly into a million. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get it all cleared up.
You had one job, you stupid monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? I don't regret what I told him anymore. Wow, that book laid out perfectly.
Book of Symbols, Book of Fables. Which one first? Doesn't. I mean, we get to look at both, but.
Let's go with symbols first. Okay, so I'm looking at fairy tale stuff.
So-
Oh wait, with the ring.
Okay.
What language is this?
I can't read any of this shit.
I can help.
Okay, good. I thought I was.
What language is this?
Unlikely. This is the one.
Now he will read it upside down as well.
Family or story.
That's an odd one. Family name?
Alara Laru?
I'll go look it up.
Alalairo
Alara Laru.
means every kind of fur in German.
Every kind of fur.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
What does it say?
that's who she was. Now I remember her fable.
Donkey Skin Girl, also known as Donkey Skin, also known as Ass Skin.
Donkey Skin
First to
Girl.
go by the name Faith. Poetic.
Buffkin, we don't need the commentary.
Okay.
The story of Donkey Skin. There was once a great king with a beautiful queen. The queen grew ill and had her husband promise to only marry the most beautiful girl in the kingdom. After a long search, it became clear that the only woman in the land that could match her beauty was... his daughter.
I think I.
Faith.
Oh god, I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but I knew
Hang
it.
on, it get
Magic
worse.
cloak made from the skin of her father's prized donkey that would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom. Eventually, she married a prince who could see past the magic cloak and knew her true beauty. And they lived happily ever after.
There you go.
Okay.
Should I mark it, Miss Snow?
Yes. Please.
Oh.
And what's her husband's name?
Lawrence. Prince Lawrence.
Prince Lawrence? Seriously? Is it Lawrence of Arabia?
No,
Her name's Faith?
he's alive in the comic books.
I mean, that's more than we...
Name was Faith.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, not long. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I can't remember.
Talk to the husband.
You think he did it?
Why?
Nothing would surprise me at this point. We can't rule him out.
I mean, most of the time when a wife is killed, it's the husband who's done it.
Any information on fables in our community will be somewhere in these books. We already know her name, but
Recognize some of those?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't get it fast enough. Look. Hello, Beauty and the Beast.
So that's what the beast looked like. To give you an idea.
Okay. Alright, so a healthy mix.
This is the only you get to see a Red Riding Hood.
Red.
There you go. Oh, so we are a big-ass wolf, aren't we?
Oh, that's when we're still young.
Damn.
No, was
The dwarves look a little demented.
no. If you, it wasn't one of the grim version of the. Because I remember one of Snow White's stories. Sees
me.
she's enslaved by the dwarves.
Long time ago.
Because I had to look it up.
Oh, we're going with that one, huh?
Yeah, no, that's the main. Yeah, that's the one they're going with.
Okay. Yeah, interesting choice.
Because
but I
she
guess
hate
that'll
dwarves.
do.
She super hate dwarves, and she hate for anyone to mention this time period.
Okay, I can get that.
Beauty.
Alright, so
Days.
Beauty and Happier Days. Okay, so she's in an abusive relationship, more than likely.
And there's
Yeah, that's her all right. Long time ago.
This I like.
Ichabod Crane. Scared shitless.
Nice.
Your boss. His finest moment.
Just say that's one thing that always bugged me about the Headless Horseman. He's supposed to be a Hessian soldier who lost his head, yet none of them have him in proper Hessian armor of that Hessian dress at that time.
Colin and his brothers.
Colin?
Yeah.
Wait, Pig's name is Colin?
Yep.
Did you not notice that when he was talking to him at the apartment?
No, I actually did not see his name.
And there's the
He
toad,
said it several times.
Oh!
the toad and the badger.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Mr. Toad from A Wisp in the Willow.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had it the wrong one. There was another storybook called Frog and Toad.
No, I thought you would. That's what I thought you were thinking of too.
Yeah, no, okay. It's the one from the Wisp in the Willow. So got
Yes.
it. Oh,
Badger
interesting.
is-
God, he's really come down in the world. He used to be the Lord of a Manor.
Yeah, Badger. Well, that's why he can live here. People who was extremely rich get to live essentially here because they can afford to glamour themselves and
How the
live
hell
here.
is the wolf rich?
Who?
How was the big bad wolf
He's not.
rich?
Snow White brought him here. She's
Oh,
the one
okay.
who cut him with the magic scroll so he could be human, so that he could stay here because he
Ah.
knew that he would be a good sheriff.
Is the magic sword got its own legend, or is that something made up for the fable?
I think that I cannot remember because it had a name. I never took the time to research it.
It's not Ascalon, is it? Is that Excalibur in the background?
Where?
The sword in the stone.
Maybe. I don't know because there's been multiple.
Yeah, I know. There were like,
And
in one
you
of the
do
stories-
see things like that because look at how big that giant's gauntlet is.
you know, oh, that's.
So
I
it
thought that
could,
sword just,
it could be like a giant's blade stuck in the.
damn. Cool, but confusing as hell.
Tarot cards. Jack brought him back from
Tarot cards.
And that is Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. He's an asshole,
he did to get him.
and he's not in
Nice.
this game. Thank goodness, because he's
Well-
a complete asshole.
I kind of imagine that because I always felt the moral of Jack and the Beanstalk was if you're going to steal from a giant, you better be ready to murder him too.
No, Jack's an asshole.
I mean, face it, he basically stole stuff from a guy and then killed him.
Oh, we haven't touched the lamp yet. I think we got everything in the Book of Fable.
Worth a try.
Yeah, worth a try.
Oh, yes, that's it. We want to talk about
I was about to say, don't you just have to talk to the bloody
Yeah, we
mirror
want-
again?
Blah, blah, blah about this fable.
Which fable do you wish to know?
Prince Lawrence.
He's a prince, I think.
We can see all of them,
Prince
right?
Lawrence.
Yes.
What's he been doing?
What is that?
Where is this?
Where's what?
Do you know where Prince Lawrence lives?
If he's a prince, probably relocated in the South Bronx. Yellow building.
That
window
was really
shops.
fast.
Red frames.
Yep, that's the one. I can take us there.
Okay, Faith's father, just because I'm kind of want to see the rest. Like, I feel like we should get going, but
The old king.
I want to see the rest. Ew.
Well,
Guess that
He's
crosses
dead.
Off the suspect list.
I think he died from the adversary, the person who invaded the Fable lands.
Well, let's see Faith. Maybe it'll show us where her body is instead of just her head.
Show me faith.
Through powerful magic, her whereabouts concealed. Unfortunately for you, these lips are
Wait, I thought Faith is dead, so her body's just...
These lips are sealed. It's not my choice of phrasing, Bigby. It's simply the way this has to be.
Alright, well, I guess we have to go.
Nobody right now.
That was useless.
Anything we can use?
So, I guess we're off to see Prince Lawrence, right?
Do for now.
Yep.
Come on, we're going over there. Sorry, I have to get that. Hello, Woodlands Business Office. Yes, He is. Hold on. Bigby, it's for you.
I didn't know it was going to be for us.
Bigby, It's me, Toad. You there?
Why?
What do you want?
Bigby, shit. Listen, right, there's a bloke upstairs going through all the woodsman's things. Get over here, Bigby, before he... Oh, well, hang on. Oi, shit. Hey!
What was that about?
Hard to say. Something going on over at Toad's place.
What about Faith's husband?
I don't know. I couldn't really tell. But he could be in trouble. And we should go there anyway to search her apartment. Toad might have to
Didn't we probably go to Toad first? You know what?
get to
Alright.
choose.
Ready?
You get to choose.
Oh, we do get to choose.
I believe so. But let me end this part because I think it's been going on and we'll start off really fast. So be thinking who you want to go because that does matter.
Yes.